Hello. Well, this isn't really a video about anything. This is just a video about what I got for Christmas for people who care. So, I guess I'll show you what I got for Christmas. I got Playworld Off the Table, which is like the greatest movie of all time in the world. This movie is the most awesomest movie I've ever watched in my life, and it's super cool. And then I got Naruto Box Hits 2 and 3, but for some stinking reason they didn't have number 1, so I couldn't get that. And I got Whisper of the Heart by who made this? Yoshifumi Kondo made that. So as you can see, I like anime a little bit, but I'm not like a huge nerd about it. I got some books. I got Nintendo Power Game Pro guidebooks on the right and Shonen Jump on the left. A book about Hitler, what's that doing here? I already read this book like 38 times. That's my stupid dog. That's where I put stuff that's not in my room. Then those are my belts. Those are all my GameCube games. That's my Nintendo. Then here's another thing I got for Christmas. I got a tripod for my camera. And it does this really cool thing right here, and it goes up. Isn't that awesome? So, tripods are pretty cool because then you won't have to look for places to put your camera. Like, you don't have to look right here. You don't have to put your camera on this box. Because then, if you have a tripod, you just stick your camera right here, and you can look up and down, left to right. You can make it go up, make it go down. You can do that. You can make the leg come out. So there's basically lots of stuff you can do with tripods that you couldn't do with just a normal camera. And that's about all I got for Christmas. Ho ho. 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 And that's basically all I got for Christmas. That's basically it. So bye. Ow. If you do that too much, it hurts your shoulder. Hello. Welcome to Max's Story Time. And today, I'm going to read you a story that I wrote. But first off, I'm going to do an introduction. Well, I was just typing on my Microsoft Word. And I don't know why, but I just typed in this story. So I decided I will read it to you because it is a heartwarming, fun film classic family story or whatever. So here it goes. The title of the story is The Legend of Randolph the Great. The nest is big, too big for the tree to hold the nest. The nest fell from the tree with great haste. The nest fell to the ground with a thud, and the eggs broke. The mama bird had a heart attack when she saw the eggs and fell to the ground dead. The egg egg yolk dripped off the twigs of the tree, landing on the destroyed nest of Mama Bird. There crawled from the yolk a single baby bird named Randolph. Deformed as he was, Randolph learned to fly and eat and walk. Soon Randolph began to feel lonely, so he went to the big city. Little did he know that the air in the big city was poison to little birds, and Randolph began to wheeze. Randolph wheezed and wheezed until he collapsed in the road and his head was run over by a bicycle. The last thing Randolph heard was the squish of his brain and the crack of his tiny deformed skull against the street and the blood inside of his head going everywhere. The rest of Randolph's body was caught in the chain of the bike and ripped to pieces. Randolph's blood and flesh was shredded all over the bike's mighty chain, flying into the wind. Then the bike went off the road and down a hill, and the bike wheel hit a rock, squishing Randolph. But the bike was still going. The bike flipped and cast Randolph into the sticky, rotten egg yolk, that which he was born from. There Randolph laid in his unformed bodies of his brothers and sisters, torn to shreds and his head crushed. Randolph then saw the carcass of Mama Bird, and slowly and peacefully Randolph died in the gooey mush. The end. Now this is an instant classic. And if you don't like my story, then there must be something wrong with your brain. Because there's certainly not anything wrong with my brain. I made that story up. I made that story up. And to me, that was the greatest story ever written or typed of all time. So, if you want, you can pass this on to your friends or your neighbors and share it with the world, because the world needs to hear this story. So, bye. Could you see my hand? You can't see my hand anymore. It's invisible. My hand's invisible. My hand's invisible. Now, well, bye.